Honorable fellow Toastmaster and especially the past district and the visitors, honorable visitors. My topic is Asian American in United States. This is the project number 7 from the Competent Communicator menu. This is my 8th Competent Communication menu. I believe everybody obviously see today we have 2 speakers. They are from Asia. One is Jeff, one is me. Definition is very strange. Asian American in United States in terms of 2010 U.S. Census, they are either have a green card or they are U.S. citizens. That's the definition. If the people study here, they haven't got a green card, it's not considered Asian American. That's by the definition. Let me tell you about my background. I grew up in Taiwan. I came here in 1982. I earned my master's degree in Taiwan. I finished my PhD in 1990. Then you will ask, why you come here? Most Asian American, because the Vietnam War, Korean War, Taiwan have the threatened from the mainland China, they afraid war. This reason they go to United States to seek better life. That's the immigration about. Based on this kind of understanding, now Taiwan, the immigration from the Taiwan almost stopped around 1990 because mainland China and Taiwan is normalization, there's no war, so the immigration go down. Mainland China in the future immigration rate will go down. And I want to share with you some of the facts. In United States, we have 309 million people. There are 17.3 million people. That means 5.6% is for Asian American by definition. Some of them are born 2nd generation already or 3rd generation. Most of the Asian American live in California. They have 5.6 million people. The next one is the state of New York, 1.6 million people. The rest is scattered. Now, one interesting part is, in the Hawaii Island, more than 57% are Asian American or Pacific Islander. The growth rate, you will be very interesting. Based on U.S. Census, it is a 46% increase in terms of Asian American. 46%. It matched my research. When I published my newspaper, I did research. Every 20 years, Asian American population doubled since 1950. That's how it works. This reason, this 46 match their number. Now, I already say why they immigrate here, because seeking better life. Seeking better life. Well, in these 17.3 million Asian American, 3.8 million people are from the so-called Chinese. Chinese is not only from mainland China. You need to remember, mainland China opened around 1978. So these Chinese, in terms of Hong Kong, in terms of mainland China, in terms of Taiwan, in terms of anti-war, when they do the census, they say we are Asian American. That's how they define. So it is not from mainland China. This reason the Chinese define better that. The Filipino is 3.4%, is 2nd largest population. And then India is 3.2 million. Vietnamese, 1.7 million. Korean, 1.7 million. Japanese, 1.7 million. Almost equal. Asian languages. Asian languages, 3 million people speak in Chinese. Then you say, hey, Dr. Jing, something was not right. You say Chinese 3.7, what's the 700,000? They are native born in the United States. Most of them, like my children, they cannot speak Chinese well. So that's the reason. And then on the same side, you will see most of those Chinese American is immigrant. You can see the number based on the number. Well, we have the impression that why the most Asian Americans are rich people, highly educated. That's the impression, right? I want to share with you what's the number. Indian American from India has the highest household income. They have 90.7 thousand, 91,000 household income. They work very hard. But you need to remember, in India, how many population? There's a very small amount of people immigrate to the United States. So they are highly educated, wealthy people. That's the reason they have this result. Then the lowest is Bangladesh. The average 48,000 per year. For the poverty rate, Asian American is not that low. It's a 12% poverty rate. And compared with the Pacific Islander, they are native, okay? They are 18.8%, around under the poverty line. After this, the timer, my speech is 5 to 7 minutes, I didn't check, okay? The graduate, in terms of education affects the income. 85% Asian American over age 25 is at least got high school diploma. 85%. And around these two people over age 25, 50% of Asian Americans have bachelor degree, college degree, around that level. Compare United States average is 28%. That means Asian American looks like have higher education, but you need to remember, most of them are immigrants. They are high elite from their society come here. That's the reason. And for the Pacific Islander, the high school or bachelor degree is only 15%. Now, you want to ask me, what's the graduate school, what's the master's degree and PhD? For the Asian American, 20% of Asian American age more than 25 has a master or PhD. That's high. But in the United States population, it's only 10%. Only 10%. Again, because new immigrant. In terms of business, at the year 2007, Asian American own 1.5 million business in the United States. It is 40.4% increase compared with year 2005, 2007. Now you will ask why? Language barrier. Language barrier is hard for them to be employed. This is the reason they have their own business. Small business, they have their business. That's the reason they have this kind of increase. The last part is the military service. How patriotic Asian Americans are. Right? Before that, United States didn't do that research. After Japanese bombard Pearl Harbor, they did the research. They find Asian American and so on and so forth. That's the reason they have the data. Right now, the data I want to share with you at the year 2010 is 265,000 veteran, military veteran, is age 65. It's 1/3. Now, compare with Pacific Islander. That is 27.8 thousand, that's 28,000 people. But only 20% are veterans. That means in around all age they join. Right now, not so many young generation join. Probably because of they are new immigrants, not because they are not patriotic. Conclusion: when we face the fact, all the Asian Americans, most of them, in my generation, almost 90%, okay, are new immigrants. Therefore, they are elite from the society. They have an average, have a high education, have high income. That's the fact. And Toastmaster, thank you very much. I share with my information.